We have 5 new county council members that were elected in 2020. What prompted you to run for Richland County Council?
My community, they literally came and asked me to run. That's the story. They said, "Don't you want to run?" I'm like, "Nope." They're like, "But you'd be good." I said, "I didn't say I wouldn't be good. I said I don't want to run." And they were like, "But you'd be good." I was like, "No." So I left it there. And then another group came and asked me the exact same thing. And I told them, I said, before I do anything, I'd really have to consult God, because I'm a minister, I'm active in my church, and politics is not on my radar. Even though I volunteer and I work behind the scenes, it's not something that I personally sought for myself. But I got the okay, I got the, if you've ever been whipped by God, I got that when he said, "I told you to run for this 6 months ago." I'm like, yeah. And so, but I'm honored. I love my community. I don't mind serving. I've always served. So I would say it was a natural progression. The learning curve is just high. But other than that, it was my community.
Understandable. And during the midst of the actual pandemic, what actual challenges did you face when it came to not only campaigning, but after you won, when it came to learning the job and also your district as well?
Learning my district is not hard. Like I said, I've lived there for 45 years. That's home. I think Lower Richland is the most beautiful area in Richland County. I really do. I live in the country. I love it. I graduated from Lower Richland. And the challenges during the election, and I have to share this because this is my faith. When God said, "I told you to," I said, "Okay, God, this is not my area. I need your direction." And he provided everything. So, the blessings of God maketh us rich and addeth no sorrow. And that's what he did. He held on to, he was true to his promise and his word. And the community supported me. I can't say it was hard. I could just say I was really blessed during the election.
And that I will, to the best of my ability, discharge the duties thereof, and preserve, protect,
and hear about your love for District 10, and you just mentioned living there for over 45 years. What's the number one thing that you actually, it doesn't even have to be the number one thing, but what's some things that you love the most about your district, Lower Richland?
Just being there and seeing how they come together to, I won't say fight, but to protect what's theirs. And it's awesome, from Lower Richland area to Horrell Hill to Hopkins, Eastover, Gadsden, all of that. Just seeing how passionate the people are regarding their homes. And, I've just seen it work so much. One of the things, and this was my dad, he was a part of this community. So when Hugo hit, and I know you were probably just a baby, but when Hugo hit in '89, I remember us getting up the next morning. We got his truck, we took the chainsaw, axe, and some other stuff, and we just went down the street just cutting trees down, moving stuff until we got to a power line, and then we went in another direction. Well, other people were doing the exact same thing. My aunt was cooking for the neighborhood. And then when we got lights back on after 8 days, then we started cooking for the neighborhood. And that's what I've seen in the Lower Richland area. If you need something, that mentality is still there. And that's what I truly love about the Lower Richland area.
My final thing is for other constituents that may want to reach out to you if they have any problems, or if they just want to say hello to you, what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
They can email me. My email address is English, Cheryl, and that's CHERYL at richlandcountysc.gov, or they can feel free to call me at area code 803-767-2322. And if they can't get me, just to leave me a text message. But what I usually do is so much stuff. The learning curve is high, learning the budget and everything. But every Friday night, when I get off from my regular job, I just take time to go through all those emails and phone calls that I hadn't had a chance, and I'll return them. A lot of times people aren't home, but I still return those calls on Friday night. So